What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast, and I'm here talking about Steve Kerr as Steve Kerr tries to save face in humiliation after the loss, which is understandable, if I must admit. But before we continue to watch this video, I want to ask you guys to hit that subscribe button to the bottom right of your screen and also hit the notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. Now, Steve Kerr is an outstanding coach. Won a few titles with Michael Jordan himself, built from the tough, hard knock lifestyle, took a hard punch from Michael Jordan, the GOAT, as we all know, the punch heard around the world that is still talked about and discussed today. It was also discussed in Michael Jordan's Last Dance documentary. But one thing about Steve Kerr is even he knew the talent going into the Olympics or the FIBA Cup series. He knew that it wasn't there. He did. But what's great about this guy, because, Steve Kerr is going to get a lot of backlash for the loss and, Team USA losing, but we can't lose sight on everything this guy has done with the Golden State Warriors and also the type of head coach he is. This guy understands how to coach at a high level because he has done what a lot of coaches aren't able to do. It's like he has two different sides of the basketball game mentality in the world. And what he's good at is fusing both together from old school and new school. He has mastered fusing both old school and new school together. And that's exactly why he creates a culture that makes you want to play with him and for him. And this is from the Bleacher Report where it says, Steve Kerr feels bad for USA players after Canada lost. Hard to build continuity. So he said he feel bad for Canada because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, for some reason Canada still feels more US to me than any other international league, but it's technically international. And I guess I will feel bad too because it's not like you lost against Lithuania or a team that's truly international and they have dogs. Not saying that Canada doesn't have dogs, but it's just the caliber players that they have could easily be beaten if the USA players were superstar players. And the truth is, they only had about two of them, and that was, in my opinion, Anthony Edwards and Bi. Brandon Ingram. I just feel like Steve Kerr knew in his heart that this was not going to work, but we're going to squeeze as much as we can out of this lemon. Orange, apple, all the above to see what we can get and what we can produce. It goes on to say, Steve Kerr lamented the transitory nature of national team duty at major tournaments following the United States 127-118 overtime defeat to Canada in the bronze medal game of 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Kerr told reports that I feel bad for my guys, right? It's hard to build continuity because we have so much turnover from year to year, he said. We have to focus on what's winning a FIBA game. The NBA is very different from FIBA, and some things will be good and vice versa. There's a lot to learn for sure. And I agree with him on that. You know what I'm saying? Because these NBA players, are so spoiled, and I keep making these videos saying that these boys are so spoiled that it's detrimental to the league. No other team is going to fear us like that because they know that we are soft. We look for fouls. We look for all kind of calls when we're driving the ball. But once we cross those waters, we are in their territory. I mean, everybody overseas besides U.S. already know that it's going to be harder. Why do you think that the French kid they got, I forget his name, that Wembanyama, that kid just got drafted and he already is saying stuff like it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, or it's soft. And then you got all these clowns coming out like Monkey Man, Draymond Green talking about some dude, chill out. It's the summer league. No, he has the right to say that because he knows like what he goes against. I mean, most of the NBA players in the US are in fear of LeBron James. When they see guys like LeBron James, every day, they might not be as talented, but that size, that strength, them boys be used to that. That's why Luka Doncic is always hooping with a smile on his face. It's just easy to come over here and do what I want to do because you guys aren't as physical as the guys overseas and what I'm used to. So I agree with Steve Kerr when he says that the league is very different because the truth is it is. When it comes to winning a FIBA game, you had to have more than just that offensive mindset. You had to have continuity. You had to have what it takes. You got to know how to pass the ball, play with each other, because these guys been playing for years and years and years and have great continuity built. They know how to whistle or make a call to, get your attention and let each other know like which play to run, just giving eye contact. And that's something that the U.S. lacks because everybody is for self versus continuity. So Steve Kerr is literally telling you guys like, hey, I feel bad, but how else are we gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? Goes here to say there was a time when USA basketball could simply assemble a star-landed roster and watch it roll over the rest of the world, even a squad that was missing some heavy hitters. And that's exactly the point I've been making with my previous videos. It's just the star talent was not there. We don't have any heavy hitters in this 2023 class at all. We had some contenders, but no heavy hitters. I mean, everybody that was on this team to me was pretty basic, and you had some who were good to decent, and you just had some that I just had question marks about on why these guys were even on the team. But this is something that has died down in popularity. People used to get up in the offseason to really participate in the Olympics because you had so many star players teaming up together, having fun, making it look like it was worth the sacrifice to give up your summer to go and hoop. Nowadays, that has kind of died out, especially with all these NBA players making all of this massive money. They want to be with their families, and they have multiple businesses. So now, I'm quite sure that LeBron James is trying to scheme on this, like as I made a video about this, trying to scheme on this to see how he can come in and pretty much revamp the image of Team USA one last time before he, let me guess, retires, right? You know how he is, man. Y'all know how y'all boy LeBron James do it. Always got a trick up his sleeve. But anyway, I don't think that Steve Kerr should get that much backlash from this. I think that, I just think that, this is the hand he was dealt and he did what he could. So it goes on to say that some might see Kerr's coming as an excuse to pass the buck for a disappointing loss. However, it seems inescapable to conclude at this point that the extent to which the USA could turn over from one tournament to the next is a clear issue. And that is true. You know what I'm saying? It does look like a cop-out on Steve Kerr's behalf, but I'm not going to say that's what I got from it. You know what I mean? I just got a guy who was keeping it blatantly truthful, like keeping it real. And the truth is, we weren't good. You know what I'm saying? We surpassed our limits. You know what I mean? I believe that we made it a lot further than we were expecting to make it. And I believe even he was shocked because the truth is in the numbers. You know what I mean? The size difference was not there for us. We didn't have consistent scoring. You know what I mean? We did what we could, but it just comes to the fact that we didn't have enough superstar power to keep us in contention, and as a result, this is what happened. So you guys let me know in the comment section what y'all think on this. Do y'all think Steve Kerr should be brutalized for the loss, or you guys think that he did what he could? Like that's what I think. I think he did what he could. So let me know. Like always, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.